Hi, and welcome to another installment of Practical Wellness Techniques, Tips, and Time to Play. First and foremost, thank you for being here. And I'll invite you, before we even get started, to release any goals, agendas, judgments, or expectations you might have. I'll remind you that this time is simply for you. Your only job is to relax and enjoy. So what these sessions are, just want to clarify, there are no formulas here. These are not how-tos. These are not promises or protocols that you need to follow. These are simply ideas. Ideas for you to consider, to explore, to experiment with, and most of all, enjoy. We're all fellow travelers here. There are no experts, so we're all just kind of figuring it out on the way. The emphasis is always on practicality. How can I use this? How might it be effective in my life? And what to expect? In each one of these sessions, we'll take one technique, one perspective or approach. We'll introduce it. We'll take the time to practice it. And then we'll consider some ideas for practical application of the technique. Guidelines. Do only what works for you. If something doesn't feel right for you, it isn't. Period. Don't push. There's no need to push. Be kind, loving, and gentle with yourself as you open to new experiences. And this information is not intended to replace consultation with healthcare providers or other trusted sources of support and information. And finally, you cannot do this wrong. This is all about your journey and what works for you, so you cannot get it wrong. There's no right way to do it that ensures a particular outcome. There is no magic in the technique itself. The magic is in you. And the technique is simply a way to focus your attention. Nothing more, nothing less. So today's technique that we're going to explore is an energy expansion meditation. So get yourself comfortable. Let yourself create some space where you're comfortable. And before we begin, take a moment to assess how you feel. How do you feel right now? Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Give yourself a baseline of information so that you know how the technique impacted you when we finish. Okay, so just gather a baseline of information without judging or criticizing or figuring out. Just kind of get to know where you are right now, how you're doing. And then certainly get comfortable. Let yourself settle in. Now, some people like to do a little bit of stretching or a particular breathing technique, or maybe just close a door so nobody else can have access to you for a while. Whatever it is that you do that signals to your body, your mind, your heart, and spirit that you're intentionally moving into a time and a space that's a bit different than your ordinary awareness, your everyday activities. You're giving yourself permission to enter into that quiet stillness within. Enter into that place that's always there. That place that's still, that's quiet, where you can relax, where it's okay to just be, and you don't need to be concerned with doing. For some people, it's just taking a nice deep breath in and letting it out nice and slow, and just settling. Just settling. Invite your awareness now to move to your feet. And imagine that there's a field of pure energy surrounding your feet. And this energy is about an inch in diameter. And it completely surrounds your feet so that your feet feel like they're floating, suspended in pure energy that supports and soothes and relaxes your feet. And really feel that sensation of floating, of being completely protected. And then imagine that this field of energy is surrounding your legs, your ankles, your shins and calves, your knees, your thighs. Imagine this field of energy, 1 inch in diameter, completely surrounds your legs. And that within it, your legs are totally effortless. There's absolutely nothing they have to do. They can float in relaxation. They can be at ease completely, entirely. Then imagine this field of energy, this 1 inch diameter field of energy around your torso. Feel it around your hips, around your rear end, your pelvic area, your tummy, your back, your chest, your shoulders. Your entire torso surrounded in this field of pure energy, about an inch in diameter. And within it, there's nothing you have to do. You can feel supported and relaxed. Imagine now that your arms and hands are also surrounded with this field of pure energy, 1 inch in diameter, completely surrounding your arms and hands. Imagine that within that field of energy, your arms and hands have an opportunity to be totally at ease and entirely relaxed. Then imagine this field of energy surrounding your head, your face, your neck. Imagine your entire body, from your head to your toes, suspended within this cocoon of pure energy. It's about an inch in diameter, and it completely surrounds you, soothing you, relaxing you, comforting you. Within it, you're safe, you're protected, and completely at ease. Feel yourself floating in pure energy. Invite your awareness now back to your feet. Imagine that that field of pure energy has amplified and expanded. Imagine that right now that field of energy, that cocoon, is about 12 inches in diameter now. Imagine it surrounding your feet. Feel it surrounding your legs, surrounding your torso, your arms and hands, your face, your neck, your head. The entirety of your body now, suspended in a cocoon of pure energy. It's about 12 inches in diameter, and within it you are safe. You are completely relaxed, and you can be totally at ease, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, in this cocoon of pure energy. You can truly relax. Bring your attention gently back to your feet. And notice now that that energy, that pure energy, has once again amplified, gotten stronger and bigger. It's expanded as well. It's about 3 feet in diameter now. It surrounds your feet, your legs, your torso, your arms and hands, your face and head, your neck, the entirety of your being, floating effortlessly in a cocoon of protective energy, about 3 feet in diameter. Within it, you are suspended without effort of any kind, suspended in safety, feeling soothed, relaxed, nourished, peaceful, loved. Give yourself permission now to simply rest, floating in pure energy intended simply to nourish you. Give yourself permission to rest, to be soothed, safe, relaxed, and at ease. Allow your attention to gently come to rest on your breathing. Notice how your body expands and contracts as you breathe. Notice the air moving softly through your nostrils. Imagine now that as you breathe, you were breathing an awareness of the room around you into your body. You might tell yourself that on a certain breath, maybe your third or fourth breath, you'll be completely awake, aware, alert, alive, feeling refreshed, relaxed, revitalized, ready for the rest of your day and still firmly connected to your own sense of inner peace and stillness. As you gently return to your everyday awareness, notice, how are you now? What just happened? Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. What do you notice now? How are you different? What's changed? What's new? This is essentially what we did. And you certainly don't have to do it exactly this way. There's no formula that you need to adhere to. The idea is the same, and you can adjust it any way you choose. You get yourself comfortable, give yourself permission to relax, make sure you're safe, lie down or find a secure seated position just in case you fall asleep. Bring your attention to your feet and imagine a field of pure energy about 1 inch in diameter. Then feel your feet floating in that energy, and then imagine that moving or that energy around your legs, around your torso, your arms and hands, your face and head. Rest there for a moment or two, then bring your awareness back to your feet and imagine that energy has expanded and amplified, and that it's about 12 inches in diameter, and go through the whole process again with that imagery and that sensation. And then finally, you'll go back to your feet and imagine that the energy has amplified once again, and now it's 3 feet in diameter. And imagine your entire body floating within that energy field, about 3 feet in diameter, that cocoon of protected, loving energy. You can hang out there as long as you'd like, or you might drift off to sleep, whatever it is that you choose, however it is effective for you. Here's some ideas and suggestions for using this. A way to relax and refresh the body, mind, and spirit. Make sure that you use words that affirm how you want to feel. Secure, safe, nourished, soothed, relaxed, loved, at ease. Let yourself bring into this visualization the things that you would like to feel and experience. You can use it as a sleep aid. This is a lovely way to drift off to sleep. You can use it to cultivate time for healing, to let yourself move from your everyday awareness and transition into a space for deep healing. It can be a lovely way to kind of create a protected space for that type of work. It can also just be a quiet break anytime you choose. I don't know. How might you use it? How might you adapt it to ways that might be efficient and effective for you? Here's your ending quote. Sometimes finding that quiet stillness within us is our highest and greatest aspiration. Thank you for joining us today, and certainly stay in touch. Please check out the website and email and let me know how this is going, and if you have suggestions or insights or revelations, I'd love to hear them. Thanks for joining. Have a great day.